Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little video here just so I could hopefully and potentially help out some other people like I was helped out after doing a ton of different research and video watching and um, so on. Like most of you that are here, I'm sure your insurance carrier is basically forcing you to go from the name brand Suboxone to some sort of generic, um, which is just ridiculous. But unfortunately, there's not a ton we can do about that. Um, Although there is a way. Um, about 2 years ago, my insurance, said the same thing. Hey, you need to be on generic, or basically, we are not going to cover name brand. We're only going to cover generic. And my doctor, my Suboxone doctor, is very cool, very understanding. And he told me about what's called a PA, a pre-authorization. It basically says, hey, this patient needs to stay on name brand Suboxone because they have adverse effects, or the generic doesn't work as well, or anything like that. That basically says, hey, they need to stay on name brand. Generic doesn't work. That worked. I sent that to the insurance carrier. Um, well, actually, my doctor did, and they came back and said, okay, it's approved. And then a year ago, I had to do it again because I guess there's a year-long expiration on it. So, so I did it last year, and it was approved. And then again this year, this was about a week ago, where it was denied. And they basically said, hey, there is no evidence of you trying generic Suboxone, because I guess a year ago this wasn't available. Maybe the Dr. Reddy's was, I'm not sure. But I don't think that the other generic strips were available. So anyways, they basically said, hey, we are not going to approve this pre-authorization until you try it. Like most of you, I was super anxious and worried that it wouldn't work. And so that's why I kind of started my research. And I came across a video that basically said, a couple of the generics work pretty much just the same. The Dr. Reddy's one, from what I've heard and my research, stay away from that. It's manufactured in India, and their regulations and so on are nothing like USA, nothing like America. So it makes sense why the formulations would not be exactly the same as the Suboxone, or a good generic brand. So Dr. Reddy's, I would stay away from at all costs. And at first, that's what my doctor filled the prescription with at Walgreens. Luckily, I ran across this video. I can't remember the guy's name, who basically gave me that advice to stay away from Dr. Reddy's and to go with this generic brand name, which is Sandoz. Well, let me show you this here first. That's kind of the difference, as you can see, that's been in the background of my video the whole up to this point. I'll see the back of them, pretty much identical. Which one is the... Okay, so this one is the name brand one. So almost identical as far as the sublingual administration, the buccal administration, blah, blah, blah. So you can see here, manufactured for, what does that say? Manufactured for Indivier Inc., North Chesterfield, Virginia, by Aquestive Therapeutics, Warren, New Jersey. Okay. And then you see here, manufactured by Aquestive Therapeutics in Warren, New Jersey for Sandoz. So you can see it's basically coming out of the same exact factory, or the same exact place. These two are strips are basically coming from the same manufacturer, the same company. Yeah, by Aquestive Therapeutics, manufactured. So you can see manufactured by Aquestive Therapeutics. Manufactured, you can see for Indivier by Aquestive Therapeutics, Warren, New Jersey. Warren, New Jersey. So from what I've read, people basically think that name brand came out with basically a generic, just so they can be in both. They could take from both pots and make money no matter what. So a lot of people think that it's almost identical formulations. So that's why, again, I'm glad I ran across the video I did that said, get the Sandoz. So I called my doctor, said, I do not want Dr. Reddy's, give me Sandoz. Walgreens said, no, we don't have it. So I had to call around to, CVS, and they had it. And it's been about 5 days now, and I've only taken the Sandoz. And let me tell you, I do not notice a single difference. I know so much of it is in our heads or might be in your head, but I'm telling you, I would not know the difference. The taste of this is exactly the same as the Suboxone name brand. The feeling I get from it, you know how you get that kind of little bit of rush of, kind of energy and, feel good, almost like you're kind of high, to be honest. I would almost say that the Sandoz is better, just in my experience. So I don't even know if I'm going to go to my doctor. I could go to my doctor and say, hey, this stuff didn't work. It gave me a stomach ache or headache or depression or whatever it may be, and try and go back to my insurance for another PA, and try and get back on this. I get this Suboxone for $5, the entire prescription, which is usually prescribed 2 a day, so it's usually about 58 or 60. It's typically $65, but with the monthly, there's some kind of online Suboxone coupon, where you basically get it for $5 if it's ran through your insurance. Now the Sandoz, that coupon didn't work, and it was $25. So essentially I'm paying more for the generic. I understand that probably is not going to be the same for most people. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but basically I just wanted to kind of, give you guys the information that I found so helpful. If you're going to get in the same situation, that I was in, and be confident in knowing that the Sandoz generic is honestly identical to the name brand Suboxone. And I showed you that here, showed you factual evidence here. And let me flip these two over so you can see, again, it's the same as those. And again, what gives it away is the manufactured for Indivior Inc. by Aquestive Therapeutics, Warren, New Jersey. Manufactured by Aquestive Therapeutics, Warren, New Jersey, for Sandoz. So again, same manufacturer, same city. Same manufacturer, same city. I guess I can open these up for you guys. I only got one hand here. I'm trying to film this with my cell phone. Trying to put this on my legs if I can. And it even opens the same. I'm sure you guys will notice. Not all the prescriptions I get do this, but a lot of them open like that. Let me try this one, see if it'll do it. Well, that one just rips right across. So, get it to focus here. Let me flip this around. So it has the exact same N8 on it. You see that? You can even see it's exactly like the name brand, where there's like little, little darker specks, and it looks a little rough, almost like sandpaper, and just the feel of it is the same, and you got the back side, and it really does feel exactly the same, where this top side is a little rough, and then the bottom side is a little more smooth. So I'll put that one there. Now let's pull this one out. This really doesn't work too well trying to film this on a cell phone. Oh, come on. There it is. So you can see, same N8. You can kind of see, gosh. Same numbering. You can kind of see the darker specks here and there, but again, it's rough on the top, and then thinner on the back. So let me compare this. Okay. So you can see the difference side by side. Let me put them right next to each other. I mean, maybe, maybe the name brand it's a little darker. Maybe. Yeah, I guess it is just a little bit darker. But again, guys, basically it's the same thing. Name brand Suboxone versus Sandoz. Same thing. I hope this video saves you guys some anxiety and worry and heartache, because I guarantee it's going to happen to thousands of people where their insurance is going to make them get on generic because there's generics being made. And at all costs, I'm telling you guys, get Sandoz. There was one other brand name where in the other video the guy said that he didn't really notice too much of a difference either. Gosh, I can't remember the brand name, but basically stay away from Dr. Reddy's. Call every pharmacy in your town until you find Sandoz, because I'm telling you, it's the same manufacturer as the name brand Suboxone. They just wanted to, get their hand in that pot too. Since they obviously knew that insurance companies were not going to cover the name brand Suboxone. So it makes sense. It's a smart business move. So I hope this video helped you guys. Sorry of its quality and length, and I didn't really plan for this, or I wasn't going to do this, but I just wanted to make sure, at the very least, everyone else got this information. So if you have any questions, let me know. But the biggest takeaway is I haven't noticed a single difference. If anything, it's almost been better. Because sometimes, yeah, I know, slap me on the wrist, tell me I'm bad, whatever. Sometimes I'll take 2 or 3 at a time just because I want to feel a little extra good. And I've done that with both. I did that with the Sandoz. And again, I almost feel like the Sandoz is better and more effective. So you have nothing to worry about. Feel comfortable, feel confident. I'm confident, oh, hey, it worked for me. Maybe it won't work for someone else. It's the same formulations from the same manufacturer in the same damn city. So it will, if name brand Suboxone works for you, Sandoz generics will as well. All right, guys, hang in there. Hope everyone's recovery is going well. I've been on Suboxone about 5-6 years now. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. See you later.